honor of my live masterclass, the No Time Clean Home System, which I'm so excited about because it is the first time I've ever taught this live. It's been a course in my paid membership for years, but I've never taught it live. So it's getting a whole new refresh. I get to be there live. You get to be there live. That means that I get to answer in real time, get to your questions in real time, and give you what's working in real time. I'm so excited. So in honor of the live class that is happening March 12th and 14th, like it is here, I am sharing the 5 things that no one tells you about keeping an organized home. Like these are the things that I wish I just understood a lot sooner when it comes to being a really busy mama, whether that is because you are a working mama, you work outside the home, or you're an entrepreneur, you're working in the home, I don't care what it is, or you're just really busy because you're volunteering a bunch. I mean, I look at my sister and she is teaching art volunteer for their entire school. She is in the kids' classrooms. She works with these rescue centers. I mean, she's got so much on her plate. I run a business and have been for 15 years. I mean, we all have different experiences, but we are busy women. So let's get into the 5 things no one told me and I wish someone would have sooner about keeping an organized home. We are jumping into number 1, which is you can't do it all. Now, I do believe we can be it all. And I know that sort of seems like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm actually not. I believe that I can be all the things. I can be a great mom. I can be a great wife. I can be a great homemaker. I can be a great friend and a great sister. I can be all the things, but I cannot do all the things. There are 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week. 24 of those hours, 8 of them, I should be sleeping, right? So I can't do all the things. And I wish I would have understood that so much sooner because I was trying to cram it all in. If you've been around at all, you know my story. I completely stopped sleeping to try to stuff more things into those 24 hours. And it did not end well because, spoiler alert, turns out we need sleep. I don't know if it's understood as much as accepted that I can't do it all. I am not Superwoman, even though I'm pretty super. But even I have limits. You have limits. And so recognizing and looking for how we can stack in help, and that help can look like so many different things. That was another thing. I had this very one-dimensional idea of what help looked like, which was, I don't know, having a maid or a house cleaner or a nanny. And now when I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, there are so many different things that you can do that put in a little help here, a little help there. And when you stack them, wow, it's life-changing. I mean, it truly is. And I'm saying that seriously because I used to walk out of my office every day, and it's funny, my office has always been in each of our houses down this like long hallway kind of tucked away. It even is right now, and it was in those years when it was at its very worst. And I remember I would walk out of my office, I'd walk down the hallway, like scan the main house, right? The kitchen and the family room and the dining room, and I just want to cry because it was a mess. I had no plan for dinner. And it's like, it's time to start cooking dinner. You're supposed to have a plan by now. I'm behind on everything, whether we're talking about laundry or getting the bills paid or making sure I'm up on paperwork for the kids for school. I mean, just chaos all the time, like always feeling frazzled. It was horrible. And when I started implementing these systems, and they're easy, like there's no steps to it. You just start doing it. And when I did, I see this shift where I start walking out of my office. And now for years, I walk out of my office and it's like, it feels so good. My home feels at peace. It feels happy. It feels comfortable. It's just the biggest difference. So number 1, you can be it all, but you can't do it all. And we got to let go of this story that we're telling ourselves that we're somehow supposed to. Number 2, make it fun. Okay, so I'm actually stealing this one, even though I completely agree and I totally adhere to this. I was Marco Poloing my amazing friend Sheena, who keeps one of the cleanest houses I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this podcast. What would you say? And all I did was give her the prompt. 5 things no one tells you about keeping an organized home. And she said it can be fun. And I was like, oh, yes, I love this so much. So Sheena, you are the inspiration. This one is you. It's so true. Just realizing that I don't care what we're talking about, whether we're talking about doing the laundry, doing the dishes, cleaning out toilets. I don't care what we're talking about. Cooking dinner, we can make it fun. We can infuse fun into it. And whatever that looks like for you, some of the very silly things that I have done over the years to just make it feel more fun is certainly turning on the music, having a fire playlist that you turn on and it just makes you want to boogie while you're cleaning. When I'm cooking dinner, okay, so I don't drink alcohol at all, but me growing up, I can remember watching my dad when he would make dinner and he would be sipping on a glass of wine while cooking. And it just seemed so fancy to me. So I will totally pop a sparkling cider and put it in a wine glass and sip on my sparkling cider while I'm making dinner. I love bringing the kids in to cook. And in my No Time Clean Home system, I show you a whole next level of all this, but bringing, my kids or my husband into the kitchen with me if I'm actually cooking, which I barely ever cook, but bringing them in, and that makes it more fun. Listening to a great audiobook while I'm doing something makes it more fun. Or just finding systems to outsource it because you hate it. And let me just tell you, that makes it more fun. I'm really, really good at that one. My No Time Clean Home system is filled with how you just let it go completely, but still make sure it's happening. It's just not by you. Okay, so infusing the fun. How can you infuse more fun into your home care? Number 3, if there's no plan, it's not going to happen. At least it's not going to happen comfortably. And here's why I say it that way. I used to be the queen of cleaning the house right after someone unexpectedly stopped by. Have you ever had that happen? Okay, I am not exaggerating at all. So at my worst, the house I was telling you about that had the long hall and I'd walk out and I'd, survey the house and want to cry. Well, we had these horrible glass doors. So you could kind of see into the house. And I vividly remember someone knocking on the door and dropping behind the island and hiding because I did not want to open that door. I was so embarrassed. And I was like, do not make a sound because I was so embarrassed. So I used to be great at cleaning the house right after someone surprised me and saw it in all of its chaos. Now we have very, very simple, easy to implement plans in place and schedules in place that make it just happen effortlessly. And I wish I would have understood that those years back when I literally was hiding behind our island. Oh my gosh, I will admit it. It happened. So there is number 3. Number 4, you should be sharing the load. Absolutely. This isn't just about hey, mama, you do a lot and it's okay not to do everything, which I firmly believe in. I do, but it's not just about that. It's also about what we want to teach our children and what example we want to show them of what a partnership really looks like. When I think about the children that I want to launch into the world, when I think about my daughters and my son, first of all, I want my daughters to know that they should be looking for a man who is going to help them, who is truly going to be their partner. And I want my boy, and believe me, we are working to raise him right. He is going to be a good husband. I want him to know and to expect that he is side by side with his wife. And he knows how to cook, and he cooks really, really well. His very favorite thing to make is this Korean dish called beef bulgogi bowls. If you've never had them, they are phenomenal. He makes a quick pickle cucumber. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Anyways, our family should be sharing the load with us. This idea that, oh, but I should be doing it all, it is crap, okay? It just is false. You should not be doing it all. You're not teaching your family to respect the home, to work together in partnership, to all recognize that we're creating this home and this environment and the way it feels because we love each other. And that should not be all on you. Now, yes, maybe you take on more of it because you're home more, you have more time. I mean, when I'm looking at our family schedules, my kids are in track season right now. Okay, so they go from school to track. We make adjustments. My husband might be traveling for work. We make adjustments. But ultimately, it is a sharing of the load, and that has made all the difference. Oh my gosh, all the difference. I wish I would have started doing that so many years earlier. It would have saved a lot of tears, and I'm going to be honest, arguments too. Okay, number 5. No plan equals no peace. Another way to say that, no processes equals no peace. If you do not have plans in place or processes in place or systems in place, chaos is going to be your home mascot, okay? It's just going to be. It was for me. I can share this from experience. My hand is raised. When I had no plan and no processes and no systems, chaos was our home mascot, and it didn't feel good. But when I shifted that, when I implemented a handful of simple, super easy and fast systems, I mean, like, they don't take any brain work. You just pop them into place. When I put those in, we have about 12 of them. Everything changed, and there was peace. There was calm, there was birds singing and happiness and laughter. I mean, it really did change everything. Now, I want you to take this further. If you've loved what you've heard, let me share all of those 12 systems with you. Let me show you what this actually looks like, because it is so powerful. Even if you just implement half, I am telling you, you are going to be amazed with how much better your home feels, how much more confident and organized and peaceful and happy your home environment is for you. To learn all the details, this class is coming up like right now, so you need to claim your spot. We have 2 different times, an evening and a morning. If you want to claim your spot, go to clean.balancingbusy.com and secure your spot right now. ASAP. I will see you there. I cannot wait to share all of the details. It's going to be amazing. I want you there. Grab your spot. I even have some amazing bonuses as well that I'm not even going to talk about. You can go find them, learn more. clean.balancingbusy.com. I will see you inside my live workshop. I can't wait.